Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
Thanks for checking out the show. As always, watching on YouTube TV, listening on Sirius XM, channel 158, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, or any of our great affiliates across the country. Derek Stevens in this hour coming up in 30 minutes. I'm on the Major League Baseball card, and right now we begin by going out to the Progressive guest line, talking World Cup action here. Mike Palm joins the program, VP of Circa Las Vegas. Mike, thanks for the time as always. I'll tell you what, France, they had to be up at halftime the way it felt. I mean, 15 shots, 6 of those on goal, 66% of the time they've had possession so far. Mbappe gets the goal. Do you think the dam might start to leak a little bit here in the second half for Sweden?
Yeah, and I think when it does, when the second goal comes, then the third goal comes. Unless Sweden can get to that water break at 67 minutes, at this game still 1-0, and I wouldn't bet on it. I think the deluge does come, Mitch.
I took Mbappe to score again at plus 120. He had multiple opportunities. He could have like a hat trick right now.
One was called back, yeah, right.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, this Sweden team has been a sieve during the whole event.
True.
And so I like that bet at plus 120. That seems like a very fair price. I would have thought it'd been more around even money.
2.5 over minus 180 in play now. 1-0 France at the half tonight, 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 Eastern, Mexico and Ecuador. Total of 2 under minus 140. What do you think of Mexico at home?
I think this is one of the rare occasions where Mexico does not have a distinct home advantage here. You know, the people aren't used to playing in the heat or at the elevation. Well, Quito, Ecuador is actually higher elevation than Mexico City. I like Ecuador here. I think Ecuador is the better team. I got pizza money plus 290 in the 90 minutes. I took them plus a half a goal, and I also took them to advance. No goals in the first half, plus 125 and under 2.
Is that a straight bet? No goals in the first half, did you say, or is that parlayed
Correct.
with the under 2?
No, that's a straight bet separately. Plus 125, under a half a goal in the first half, plus 125.
Oh, it's very good.
Bad.
I like that one as well.
Plus 145 to qualify, to advance Ecuador.
Yeah.
At DK. England and Congo to start tomorrow. England a huge favorite. Can Congo hang around? Mitch thinks they might be live. Can they actually score? What do you think?
I like Congo plus 1 here. I do think that they hang around. And we've seen England not have a lot of ideas when they get into the attacking third of the field in this. If they can't get to Harry Kane with the headers, if they can't dominate with the set pieces, as we saw Ghana defend those corners and those free kicks, if the Congo can do that as well, I think England will be stymied. I give the Congo a puncher's chance here. I took them plus 1.
Okay, you're going to be in studio tomorrow. We'll spend plenty of the time talking about the USA match against Bosnia. I will say that as someone who has the U.S. with a bet in pocket to lose in the quarters, I don't like it nearly as much as I did when I bet it because I thought they were going to play probably Egypt in the next round. What do you make of if USA beats Bosnia, the team that they'd be looking at between Belgium and Senegal next?
I think they're going to look at Senegal, actually. I think Senegal's very live in this game. I don't know what of the 3 matches we've seen Belgium play has been inspiring. It just really hasn't. Lukaku had to save him for a draw in the first game. De Bruyne, although he's still a decent passer, he's certainly not as explosive as what we've come to watch in the Premier League with Manchester City. I like Senegal to advance here, and I think the USA has a decent shot against either side.
Okay. How is the action, by the way, as we've gotten deeper into this World Cup, and maybe you guys are taking a little bit bigger limits? We could not be more excited on a daily basis to do this show. Matches are going on live, obviously. The action has been incredible. What about from a betting perspective here at Circa?
We just took $1.5 million on France to advance before this game, so that was a nice play. Well, it was in 3 separate bets at $500,000, but basically to win 40, and then it went from -$8 to -$11 to -12. So we've seen the big money bets come in, the 6-figure bets. This now turns out to be a 7-figure bet.
And do you think you're going to see any like maybe $1 million bets on the USA match tomorrow?
I don't know. I doubt that. This is more of the volume. We'll see volume betting here, unless there's somebody with a really strong opinion on Bosnia. I don't know. I think the price has gotten to be a little bit of a runaway here on the USA. Sure. Although I will tell you, obviously, Paraguay's a lot better team than Bosnia, and they did dominate Paraguay, and they made Australia look silly in that second game as well.
Good point. You're laying minus 260 now in 90 minutes, or 750 to advance. If I'm going to give you one PK, how would you attack it? What's your strategy on a penalty?
I think you should kick it right down the middle. I mean,
there you go.
I have to put it this way. I have to. Well, the goalie is not going to stand and not move. They're going to go one way or the other. Yes. Look, when I coached the 7th and 8th grade girls, there were a total of 7 penalty kicks taken this year. We took 3. Our opponents took 4. All 7 were converted. It's mind-boggling to me that we're hitting at 50% here in the knockout round.
Yeah, I know. It is. It's bizarre to watch when some of these guys going for it are not even close. For those people who have never been to Las Vegas for the World Cup, and like Mexico and USA are involved in these big matches, we've talked about it briefly before, but can you possibly set the scene for what the environment's going to be like tonight for Mexico and Ecuador here?
Well, it'll be crazy. The Mexicans, they'll bring their bands. We'll have a lot of Spanish language radio stations, obviously, that are going to be there. Stadium Swim will be packed. The book will be sold out. It's a really festive atmosphere. They kicked off the World Cup against South Africa last Thursday, and we were at like 30% sold 2 hours before the game, and there was no seats 30 minutes before the game. They will come in droves. They will be lubricated before they got there, and they will continue to lubricate. And
Mexico, for the record, like when they play, it's busier than when the USA is in action by a hair.
Yeah, it used to be significantly, but this year we've had tremendous crowds for USA. Biggest crowd we ever had was in Qatar, Mexico, Argentina. We had to open up the ballroom on 1,200 people showed up.
Damn. All right, Maestro, thank you. We'll talk to you again tomorrow when you're going to be in studio talking about a little bit more about USA and Bosnia. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, fellas.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Follow Mike on X at Circa Maestro, by the way. And the second half is now underway. France and Sweden, and it's 1-0, obviously, France still. Just started here in the second half.
Brazil, Norway's at MetLife. England, Mexico in Mexico City. Hopefully that's the matchup on Sunday. If we win, we play Monday night, 8 Eastern in Seattle.
That's back in Seattle.
I'd love, and I do disagree with them, though. They were excellent in their last match. I think Belgium has a lot of firepower.
Yeah, they were very good against New Zealand.
Yes. They were disappointing to start, but they had plenty of chances. They just couldn't. They had issues scoring. But they have a lot of firepower, and I think they beat Senegal, and then we have our hands full on Monday night. But that's what we need. After all the pomp and circumstance and the great win to start against Paraguay, got to take care of Bosnia.
Yes.
The contract extension already for the coach. We got to get it done tomorrow.
I do think, that game's going to be at the very beginning of our show tomorrow. That's at 4:00 Eastern. We're going to get Belgium and Senegal the entire way. I am very excited for that match. I think that can be all of these. I mean, it goes without saying for the most part, but that match could be phenomenal to watch for 2+ hours. The England-Congo game, to me, the way Congo has played so far compared to what England has looked like and how they kind of dance around and play with their food a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Congo might give them some fits on the pitch.
Yeah. It was concerning with Ghana, no question. They almost lost that match.
Yep.
They have played, I would say, one good half, 1.5. Good stretch against Panama, and the second half against Croatia. Other than that, they've been a disappointment.
Should we bet Messi, like right now, to score a goal before that anytime prop gets out of control based on what has happened today? Haaland with a goal, Mbappe with a goal. He still has a full half to go, thinking that Messi is going to be like, yeah, okay, great job, fellas, but I'm the leader right now.
Well, it's 7 matches, and he's got the record.
He
scores every match.
The guy's automatic.
Right.
It's like betting Haaland in the during the Prim when he's around even money somehow.
Uh-huh. This is outrageous at Caesars, though. 220. Oh, my God.
Is that what he is?
He's minus 220.
How about to score first?
Yeah, that's the better way. And that Mbappe cash plus 280. He's plus 220 to score first. He's plus 220 to score last.
Mbappe's 3-1 to score next, by the way.
Yep. He's plus 210 to score twice. That's at Caesars. I think you can do better than that, though. I'll look at DK in a second.
Okay, yeah.
They are catching a break, though, as well, as you got this heat wave, especially on the East Coast, with a lot of these games either being indoors or on the West Coast that you're not going to be affected by. Imagine if you were sitting there when you look, 104, 102, 95. They're catching a break here with this week where they have to fade the weather.
Well, I do think that any city that does not have a dome stadium, other than like Vancouver, these are going to be extremely hot conditions, man. So there is going to be, it doesn't matter. And France now on the attack, and nothing's going to come of it right now. But you're not going to really catch a break if you're playing in Foxborough, playing in MetLife.
No, those are going to be tough in Kansas
those are going to be
City,
very
but the other
difficult.
ones,
Yeah,
right.
KC, no
Houston
thanks.
inside, Atlanta inside, Seattle, we're good. Vancouver, we're good. Santa Clara, we're good. How about the tinfoil hat guy checking in? All eyes will be on Santa Clara tomorrow, Bay Area. LeBron said he's taking his time.
Oh, about that?
Maybe he could do something there. I know he's in Akron right now, but I'm not saying. As far as an announcement, I'm not saying he's going to fly there. But some people are throwing that out.
LeBron's going to go on the pitch before the match starts.
Yeah.
Give me the mic for a second. Finally, I've come back to the Bay Area.
It froze.
Well, we'll have an update on that coming up in today's Major League Baseball card. An elite pitching matchup, one would think on paper, we'll discuss next here on VSiN.
No! So you're listening to this podcast because you want an edge. But what if I told you you're only halfway there? You've got the mindset. Now it's time to get the toolkit to match. Here's the thing. Pro bettors spend thousands on data and tools, but what they don't want you to know is you can get the same edge for a fraction of the cost with VSiN Pro. With VSiN Pro, you get access to expert picks, public betting data, prop projections, powerful tools, analytics, and more. Tap the link in the description and see why thousands of bettors are already using VSiN Pro to cash more bets.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
France tacked one on as we were going to a break. They lead Sweden 2-0, 56th minute. Not Mbappe. It was Bradley Barcola with a goal. And, now the total's back to, 3.5?
Over 150.
Where it was the
beautiful goal.
Yeah, it was a great goal. Really good goal. Major League Baseball. How about this? You asked me, and we try to talk about this like on a daily basis, if we spot some fishy numbers. You had a couple yesterday. I had a couple.
That looks too easy. Yeah.
They for the first time I think ever in this show's history, they all got there.
Yep. White Sox, Miami, Arizona,
Pittsburgh,
and strong. See if it plays out again today. I know they have their road issues, but can you again say why is Baltimore $1.50 against the White Sox?
Of course you can.
It's a great story.
I asked the question yesterday. I think the question has to be asked yet again today. The White Sox still getting this number here against Baltimore, who are, 7-8 games below 500 and a disappointment again this season.
Mm-hmm.
And the White Sox are the exact opposite. I'm not so sure about that number, Paulie.
Sky high total of 10.5 as well. Sanchez 240 against Bubba Chandler and the Pirates. 8.5 the total.
I don't think this is going to go well for Bubba Chandler.
I agree. Reynolds 400 career against Sanchez. One matchup maybe you can exploit and take advantage of. I would say Phillies team total over with that one tonight. How about the Rangers? First place Rangers over 500 now for the first time since mid-April. DeGrom $1.25 against Bybee. He has been tortured. It's been lack of run support all year for Bybee. DeGrom seems pretty cheap here, though, $1.25.
Do you trust the Rangers this year? I'm talking like long-term potential division winner and can be maybe dangerous in the playoffs.
I would worry about them because if you face that pitching staff, it would be tough. And who saw that run coming years ago when they went to the World Series?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people didn't have them beating Tampa Bay. But if you have to have a nice 1-2 punch with the pitcher, I made the case last year. I was afraid of them. It took some futures on them.
Yeah.
And they were disappointing.
Yeah,
But
they were.
we're still waiting here on Seattle, and it hasn't happened. They're the disappointing team. You knew the A's would fall off, I guess, at some point. And Houston's playing better. But this is supposed to happen with how Seattle's going through the motions, and Cal Raleigh's been awful.
The Mariners are the only team in that division with a plus run differential. It's 8. Everybody else is negative. I will bring this up. A team that Von Tobel brought up on the latest pot of the futures that is now available everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
How about the Red Sox at 6-1 to make the playoffs? Of the division leading teams in the American League, and the Rays and Yankees are pretty close to each other, so they have positive run differentials. The White Sox lead the division, so non-division. The Tigers are the only team to have a positive run differential outside of the Red Sox. So, I don't know if Toronto does anything for you this year. They've been disappointing. Baltimore, we just talked about
kidding.
them.
What is with Vlad at home?
I don't. That's a great question.
He doesn't have a home run?
No. Completely disappointing.
Yeah.
The Central stinks. And by the way, so you have to get 6 teams here in. My biggest question about making the bet would be, well, are they going to be buyers or sellers at the deadline?
I was just going to ask you that.
Because, again, the first thing that I saw after Sunday Night Baseball, when Sonny Gray had that no-hitter going late in the game and they beat the Yankees eventually and they swept them, if you just looked up that game, the first thing that popped with Sonny Gray is, well, is he going to be gone by the deadline? Mm-hmm. If they realize that they can absolutely be a playoff team, maybe they don't do that because they have other starters who have been like a nice surprise this year. The offense can, when they're going like they are right now, obviously dangerous. But the American League stinks, and they're not that far out of it here with half the season left. So 6-1 might be worth a play here on Boston.
Well, you got to keep giving them reasons. And sweeping the Yankees is a great start, and getting hot would be a great start with the perfect timing as well.
Right.
To go for it.
Goldschmidt against Skubal. Matt Vasgersian brought this up because the last time that they faced each other, Goldie took him deep twice.
570 against him career.
Yeah, and 4 extra base hits. All are home runs here. This one is a tricky one to me because Skubal has not been great since coming back from the injury, but the Yankees, for the first time in club history, what is it, 3 hits or fewer or 4 in 4 consecutive games?
That's
it's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's like the Seattle thing. 13 games in a row, 3 runs or fewer, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
So the other one that got there was the Milwaukee Brewers. 44-17 now since 2022 against the Reds. You're $1.75 tonight, but the Reds have the worst divisional record in baseball. They're 4-18.
Oh, wow.
How can that be? Tampa, the best, 17-6. Milwaukee, number 2. So Reds awful against the Central, and again, the Brewers have owned them the last 4 years. Maybe you can lay a run there if you want. If you don't want to do the $1.75.
And oh, by the way, handicapping these games tonight, keep in mind again with the heat wave across the country, very warm in basically every single spot that we have going, along with wind blowing out with at quite a few of these stadiums. Maybe the Grand Salami is worth a play tonight. Most runs, like over/under runs combined in all these games, and most books will offer that. Maybe we just get again, and we're playing games tonight like in Sacramento with the Dodgers offense being involved. I don't hate that play.
You like the Dodgers? They should get the Springs.
I am not betting the A's. I'm glad I did not force a bet on the A's last night.
Okay.
Because that was, for the first time in a long time, that was not Gage Jump, just didn't have it. And oh, by the way, that was against that Dodgers offense. So one example here where we actually might get runs in this Mariners game. Jose Soriano, at the beginning of his season was awesome, but that's a long time ago.
That's low.
Julio Rodriguez in his career, 533 with 3 extra base hits, 2 home runs. Joe Adell has good numbers off Woo. Something wrong with Woo, by the way it seems.
3 bombs against him in his career.
Yeah. So maybe we get runs in that game.
And I'm glad we mentioned Marte, too, because he went deep. He had great numbers against Molly. Well, I have to back up 1 second. Springs has an ERA of 10 in 5 June starts. And he draws the Dodgers with a total of 11.
Yeah, my guess is probably not going to go well.
LA $1.80.
Yerfie?
Yep.
Dodgers' first 5-team total over.
Mm-hmm.
Juan Soto and the Mets take on the Blue Jays. This is Nolan McLean against Kevin Gossman. Soto in his career against Gossman, 8 of 17, 3 extra base hits, a home run, but maybe more importantly, 12 walks. 12. He's been great at doing that his entire career. Has a great eye up there at the plate. He's $1.30 to draw a walk tonight. And as our buddy Will Hill likes to give out sometimes, on these individual players. How about a walk in his first plate appearance? That's always around 5, 6, 7 to 1 for some of these players.
Yeah.
Opta AI stats, their projections at vsin.com. I would again tell you to recommend you go check them out every single day. Bookmark it as part of your baseball handicapping. Their number one value play tonight is on Brandon Pfaadt. 4+ Ks available right now at plus 137. They make that number minus 263. That is a 30.2% edge. The number 2 player prop they like is James Outman, Detroit against the Yankees. 1+ hit, run, RBI. And they make the number minus 339. He's available at 1+ at plus 110.
How many places offer most home runs? As Goodman is now 4 back of Schwarber. He's just been torching them on fire.
I know for sure BetMGM, Caesars, and my guess is probably DK. FanDuel might as well.
This is real and coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, play half his games at Coors.
Right.
That's not bad.
And hitting 5 in 4 days will do it to you as well.
Yeah, I got down a little bit at 30 to 1 on him. Why not take a shot?
Yeah.
He was red hot again.
Oh, he's second in the league. I mean, it totally makes sense.
Right.
You don't have to sell me on that. But that's great, and I would thought maybe a hard market to find. But I know you had it years ago with Perez and then Guerrero. But still, that's a great market that this guy is right now in the mix and only 4 behind Schwarber.
Sure. For those of you who like to look at the daily K leaders, is that a goal?
Great.
Is that another goal for France? No. Okay.
Upside.
All right.
65th minute.
Opta AI stats are projecting Tarek Skubal for the most Ks tonight at 7.73 overall.
Oh, that's not going to do it.
Oh, you're going to need 8, 9, 10?
Oh, to lead that prop market?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It takes 9, 10, I think, almost always.
Look who we're going. Sanchez, Schlittler, Wu, Skubal, Ryan, DeGrom. This is fantastic tonight. Who could lead this?
Oh, you got a ton of good dudes going for sure.
Yeah.
No, I'm just telling you that they're projecting him for more than anybody.
I forgot that win-lose. Casey Mize was like 20 to 1.
Oh, that's right.
He got there yesterday.
He popped, double digits yesterday?
Yeah.
Schlittler is projected for 7. They actually have him going under. They like him under his K-prop tonight against the Tigers. And they have, what do you do with Christopher Sanchez tonight? May feels like a long time ago for this guy. He didn't want May to end. Now he can't wait for June to get over with.
Right.
And unfortunately for him, maybe he's got to make one more start in this month. Everything flipped. He was a Cy Young favorite if you go back 30 days. And roughed up a couple times here this month.
Let me give you the in play with the total quickly. Where we're at. It is 3.5 under minus 190.
Okay. Derek Stevens on the program coming up next. We are a 10th of the way there. He must be ecstatic, right? Find out on Follow the Money. It's VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Time now for our weekly visit with the owner and CEO of this great property, Circa Las Vegas, along with the D and the Golden Gate in downtown. Derek Stevens joins us in studio. Good to see you again. How are you today?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good action, the way it sounds. Mike Palm joined us a half an hour ago on this France match, eh?
Yeah, we took some pretty heavy action on France. Line moved a lot, and we got pretty aggressive because we got a little extended. So we took a good amount of buyback. So we're not in too bad a shape.
You got some buyback on them, huh?
Yeah, but it was 7 digits coming in on France, like boom, 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 boom. They were just pounding it.
Do you anticipate that? Have other bettors reached out about, hey, I want to get down a lot of money on these matches coming up?
I don't know that we've heard too much. Some players call us, if they want to bet 100,000, kind of let us know, hey, will we take it? Others just show up. So
they show up and be like, here's my money.
Today,
here's
the $1 million came in 3 tranches, and it was without notice. It was without notice. At least I wasn't.
That's nuts. To assume you're going to take that.
And we know the guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We know the guy. From France to advance from $8 to minus 2,000. Three different cracks.
His worst number he laid was 1,200, though. So I think we closed it at 2,000.
Okay.
800, 1,100, 1,200, and then we jumped to 2, and then that's when we got a lot of the buyback coming back. So,
do you still have World Cup fever?
I do. I cannot. I love it. I mean, yesterday was unbelievable.
It was.
I had a day with Nicole. I was at a cabana, and I watched end of the first game, watched the whole second game, then started the third game, finished at home, cooked some hamburgers on the grill, and watched the last game. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. I cannot believe I'm saying this. I've never been a soccer guy, but this has been great.
Oh, it's amazing. And tonight's going to be off the charts here with Mexico playing.
I just left upstairs, our office. I asked Wilbur, what do you think? He goes, there won't be a seat anywhere. So I'm excited about it. It's real good.
How frustrating is to watch the penalties? Guys missing the goal.
Yeah, is that true that the guy that missed it the guy that came out, there were other players on Netherlands that, what are you doing? That
the guy from Germany said no. They asked him to take it. He said no. He refused. Mitch brought the point. The guy was a defender. The guy who sailed it over the goal.
The guy who sailed it. That was his first ever penalty.
What were you saying?
First ever. Yeah, no, it was Germany. The first ever attempt.
And he's a defender.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
Obviously, I'm not a student of this game, but it was
Score
amazing.
it. Ring it up. Another one for Mbappe.
Uh-oh. Golden boot drama. Excellent. 3-0, 75th minute.
And he was plus 120 there to get another one. Good. I'll take it.
It could have been a hat trick, too. One called back.
How's your fever going? You got it still?
I can't get enough of this, man. So yesterday was so good. Scott Sanders, who's been on VSiN before, loves playing in Survivor. He asked me the question, do we really think it's better than March Madness? And I think this specific tournament is. Mm-hmm. And again, I think a lot of it goes into it, right? Where we have more matches than ever, more teams. Some people don't like that, whatever. But to have that many matches in a row, 4 a day spread out over 12 hours, and 6 a day, and now you get to this round, and it's in our time zone. You can't. This is the best. I called it the tournament of our lives last week on the air.
Right, I agree. I mean, having an additional 16 knockout games.
Yeah,
and it's in North America. It's pretty amazing. So no, I definitely caught the fever. That's for sure.
Is your antenna up with Freddie? You want to weigh in on what?
We just come out. You say delete. I just pulled it up. Tweets aren't loading.
Yeah.
What happened?
So he said before the Germany match, if we lose, that's it. I'm shutting it down. I won't be on X, and I'm turning down all these roles and requests to be a. What do you call it? Social?
An influencer.
Influencer. Yeah. Thank you. Influencer.
He's not going home for till July 23rd, right?
Well,
is that what he said?
Germany loses, and he deactivated the account. So did they take everyone for a ride here? What happened? He doesn't even respond to you. I'll send the jet. You don't even hear from the kid. I mean, now he goes radio silent and says, "That's it, world. I'm gone. No more Freddie."
He's had a heck of a run from Buffalo.
Yes,
from what? Houston is where it started. Then he ends up getting over to Buffalo,
go to Buc-ee's,
Niagara Falls, Toronto, all the way down through Ontario, ends up in Detroit, getting a good tour there. Comes around Lake Erie. He's had a heck of a run.
Goes to NASA. J.J. Watt, evidently. So we think anyway, gave him that room.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll buy it.
Miss a flight.
Wink, wink. Yeah.
Senators reaching
no problem.
out to him.
Have you ever reached out to anybody in your life, offered that, and they never even got back to you?
No, I've never made that offer before. I've never made that offer. I thought it was a strong offer at the time.
It was. That qualifies as a strong offer.
Oh, man. You were talking to a ghost, apparently. How about a great job you sent this in, what transpired at the Golden Gate, and the night starts here. This is a game you see, but you don't really play, but it's awesome because it's an NFL slot game. But the guy was betting $3 a spin, and you pick your team, and he was the Cleveland Browns, and he won $140,000 on that slot.
Yes, she did.
Oh, she did. Thank you.
Yes, she did.
Thank you.
Yeah, $3 bet, $144,000 over at the Golden Gate.
Wow,
pretty amazing. But that's a game that's out here. We got a few different versions of them now. I would say the VSiN expert. It's got to be Ryan Kramer.
Yes.
Kramer goes out and plays during the 3 minute segments, just trying to hit something real quick. He gets security. Hold that machine. Goes in there, fires away, tries to hit something. I've always wondered what would happen if he had big hand pain. He's going to come back in and start the next segment.
Yeah. I'm telling you, whenever, so they come in and do the Friday night show during the football season and beyond that, Sports Gambling Podcast, he and Sean Green, and he comes in from L.A. When we leave our show at 4 o'clock on Fridays, without fail, he's out there on that machine.
Oh, yeah.
Is it like a football game? Do I have to score a touchdown?
I don't know. I've never played it before.
Okay.
So I don't know how it works.
It's a pretty fun game.
Did he hit a bonus or something?
Yeah, it had to be some type of bonus. I don't actually know how they hit the 144, but I do know when you look at what it pays, it doesn't show like that much. So there's this bonus, so this multiplier effect.
Okay, excellent. So how about a little inside baseball here? Earlier today at the airport, a guy hit Wheel of Fortune for $3.3 million, $10 bet. Last week, Mega Bucks hit at the Westgate. Guys from Atlanta put 20 in, couple minutes, bam, $10.8 million. Wheel of Fortune has hit here before. Buffalo has hit numerous times at all three of your properties. Can you walk us through what's that like after someone gets life-changing money with IGT on the phone, and what happens then?
Yeah, so if it's one of the wide area progressives, the big one comes in, you immediately it either goes to Aristocrat for Buffalo or IGT for Wheel of Fortune, and everything gets locked up. They have to send a rep out. Fortunately, in Las Vegas, there's reps 24 hours a day, so they send a rep out. They come out, they go to surveillance, they verify surveillance, they verify the chip, verify everything, and it's a process. Then the individual that hit it, we kind of celebrate a little bit with them. We have been counseled. We cannot say congratulations.
Really?
Because it's not really a jackpot until IGT or Aristocrat says it is. So we've been counseled, don't say congratulations, because what if there is a malfunction?
Yeah.
Does it happen?
Fortunately, it's never happened with us, because that'd be a disaster. But you've read the stories. It's happened before.
Of course, yeah.
So we don't say congratulations. So we're kind of biding time until the rep comes out. Then the rep starts asking a few questions, and then the big question comes: would you like to get paid at once, or would you like to get paid on the installment plan that the game is set up for, which might be, once a year for 25 years? So then, well, how much is that going to be? How much is this going to be? And then you got to weigh it out. It changes with interest rates. It changes all the time. So people have to make the call. Usually what they say is, why don't you sleep on it? And we'll talk about it tomorrow. How it impacts us as the casino, because, we're happy when this happens. We don't pay it. This is one where I want as many people to hit Mega Bucks here as possible.
Absolutely.
It's never happened. I would love for them to do it.
Uh-huh.
But what ends up happening was if they say, hey, I want to get paid in installments, IGT would come and say, hey, you pay him out of your cage, pay him the first year. So then we would come out with the cash or write him a check or something like that, and that's how it works. If they say, hey, we're going to take it all in a lump sum, minus $20,000, then we pay that, then they pay us back. So
Okay.
That's how it works.
Football contests going to really start heating up in the next month or two. You're beyond 2,000 now in the entries for Circa Survivor, a tenth of the way to the guarantee. You guys pretty happy with where you're at?
Yeah, we're pacing at a really nice pace so far. Between all three contests, we're just about 3 million today. We're just under 3 million as of a few minutes ago. So yeah, it's coming along pretty good. I like what Cam Ross has said about the Grandissimo contestants, that there's a lot of interest, and I think the proxies have all said that they expect their numbers to continue to grow. So I feel pretty good right now.
Excellent. If you're betting at Circa, here's a deal you don't want to miss. Through August 31st, fund your wagers with crypto using BurraPay and pay no fees. Fast, secure, and another way Circa continues to innovate for sports bettors. BurraPay.com to learn more. Take advantage of the free crypto wagering before August 31st, exclusively at Circa. Fee-free. BurraPay.com.
Thanks, Derek. Have a good week.
All right.
Appreciate that. In-pocket plays are up next, and I got to tell you, free agency started 40 minutes ago in the NBA. I think this is a pretty good move for the Miami Heat.
The guy has an algorithm to determine the winner of any given college basketball game.
Someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything. You take it. Take it. I'll bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day. No way. I'll give you 3-1 odds. Nope. 5-1. Nope. 10-1. You're out.
MLB notes were fire yesterday. Everything got there, including Miami, as they're going to win most wins in June, 80-1 at Circa. They took out the Rockies yet again. Great story. 3-0 France, 85th minute. Mbappe comes out. 18 World Cup matches in his career, 18 goals. 2 again today. Golden Boot race is phenomenal. Great start yesterday. Games to go to shootouts over 4.5 for the tournament. We had 2 already, and we could have had 4 if we got lucky. This has all the makings tonight. Mexico, Ecuador to go to penalties, 4-1. Switzerland to beat Algeria, and a money line parlay, and with an alt, Argentina money line, Mexico under 3.5, Colombia under 3.5, minus 130 with the pending. And the new plays, I like Belgium to qualify tomorrow against Senegal, minus 170. And a great match Sunday, the total of 2.5. Could be fireworks in this one, but I think Brazil too good. And they were awesome in the second half against Japan. Brazil $1.10 in 90 minutes to get past Norway. Good luck, World Cup fever.
Like them in 90 minutes? Yeah, I'm probably going to bet them to qualify or to advance. What is that, about $1.40?
No, higher than that.
Is it higher than that? Yeah. Okay.
I think we're in the $2 range.
Okay.
I'll verify. Let me cross-check.
I think I got to be on Brazil somehow in that match.
I think they win this.
Yeah, I like them. And also, that's just one way of, like, I think the Holland dream of winning the Golden Boot's going to come to an end for me.
I see as high as 230.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of units earlier today on Norway, Ivory Coast. That was a winner over 2.5. That was some of these sweats, man, are absolutely insane during soccer.
The late goals.
They won't stop.
Yes.
Netherlands, Morocco, BTTS, another one with that header. Extra time last night. Needed that one late. It got there.
Yep.
Most wins in June, no good. Prefaced it a month ago by saying I hated the month, but I had to bet it anyway because we won April and May. Diamondbacks, Braves, Yankees, no good. Netherlands to reach the quarterfinals. That's a loser, as they bowed out to Morocco last night, but that is pending. Morocco to reach the quarters at plus 330.
Love it.
Colombia to reach the quarters, minus 110.
Love it.
And no goal scorer in this Mexico-Ecuador match tonight at plus 550.
Tell people why it's that. You bet that.
Yeah, good question.
This is big because, we have new listeners and a lot of people not familiar with soccer.
So, in theory, no goal scorer is the same thing as a 0-0 draw, in theory. 0-0, correct score in 90 minutes plus extra time is plus 710 when I bet this. However, if there's an own goal, you lose the 0-0 bet, but the no goal scorer will still be a winner if you get the own goal. And we've had how many of those in the tournament?
13.
Okay.
Several to start the match, too. Hello, USA.
So I'll take plus 160 less on the exact score by taking my chances with the no goal score overall. That's some of the pending stuff. The new stuff, most wins in July. Here we go. I had to do it with the Brewers.
How much is schedule later with the Giants? Has it been bad?
Almost all of it.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that and Webb's been awesome, and Robbie Ray's been really good. But the fact that they played the easiest schedule and a lot of games this month, absolutely part of the reason why I'm on that at 50-1. Got the Rays immediately yesterday at 20-1, and the Brewers are still available at 5-1 if you look at Caesars. By the way, is that where you bet Ecuador, Mexico tonight to go to penalties?
Yes, I did.
I got to bet that.
Yes.
I got to bet that.
4th of July, bringing back something we rarely do, multi-year VSiN Pro subscription, 1 week only, 2 full years, VSiN Pro, just $2.99. Access through July 2028, 70% off the regular monthly price. NFL season betting guide, every best bet, every host, every guest, betting splits, AI-powered prop projections, every betting guide, everything, every season preview. It disappears after July 7th. VSiN.com/subscribe. Lock it in. 2 years. 2 years for $2.99. VSiN.com/subscribe.
Fantastic deal.
Yes. Come on, get that. 90th minute.
Okay, so
3-0 was 8-1 if this holds. What do you hit me? I'm going in fresh.
Okay, again, not every move is going to be, LeBron told the Lakers he's not coming back, right? Or the Freak's going to go to Miami.
Yeah.
But here's the follow-up move for Miami, because what did we all say basically as soon as they got the free? Well, us on this show anyway. And that is, yeah, if they don't bring Powell back, like, where's the shooting coming from, man? Like, really good defensively, but
Sure, no spacing.
they signed free agent Tim Hardaway Jr. to a one-year deal, $6.5 million. I like it. I think it's a good first step after getting Giannis.
Don't care.
It's exactly what they need.
Really?
Oh, that's
I don't like it.
guy who, well, Paul, they have to have some shooting.
yeah.
And this guy absolutely had tons of moments last year for Denver.
I would rather have Duncan Robinson or somebody like that. which
Hey,
I don't know what Detroit's doing.
not me. I don't like Duncan Robinson.
You don't?
You can have him.
Oh.
No,
Well, now what
I
happens-
would
what
much
ha-
rather have Hardaway.
Now, what happens with Duran?
Well, I mean,
You want to talk about his funky market now. As much as everyone's down on Jaylen Brown, here's a guy who crapped the bed in the playoffs but wants $40 million a year. And he's talking to the Lakers. Detroit says, we're going to keep you. But, I mean,
what does this tell you about a guy who was on the 1 seed in the East last year, who, according to the first reports, was okay to go play with Sacramento? Like, does he care about winning at all? Is it a big deal to him? Great in the regular season, could not be on the court in the postseason. And now, I don't like it here in Detroit, evidently. If this comes to fruition, I'd rather go play with Sacramento.
Yeah,
That's a
not-
bad look, in my
I
opinion.
agree. I concur. You know who's been good, interesting on the last day or two has been Raheem Palmer on social media.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of people were stunned. A lot of people can't believe it. How did this happen to Rozier? How did this happen to Beasley? Right?
Sure.
This is very good. And Raheem Palmer knows a lot of people. These guys are getting killed on the plane rides gambling. Mates. Dice games and card games.
I mean, it
And
goes
that
all
was
the way
what-
back to Jordan
And Beasley owed Ed Davis.
from playing on flights.
Yeah. The amount of money that's being gambled on the plane rides. Time to kill.
But
that
Beasley's
is
still
something
not making enough money?
Well, I know, but how deep? But some tweets are saying the guy was losing $5-6 million just like that on a plane ride.
That much?
Yeah, how crazy they're playing, and how long? I guess if you're playing long enough, dice games, card games, whatever, and then depends. Ego gets involved, or remember Antoine Walker tried to run with Jordan.
Sure.
And what happened to him? That guy
right.
made a lot of money too in his.
Oh, didn't he sign like a 90 or back then $100 million deal? It's a ton of cash.
Well, think about it. If you got a 6-hour plane ride,
and you're drinking,
and you're playing cards the whole time,
and you're a 24-year-old who signed a $100 million contract or more nowadays, and all of a sudden you're down $300,000 and you're 90 minutes into the flight, what do you think you're going to do? You're going to keep digging that hole until you get out of it.
And then they go back and the footage too, where Beasley trying to grab that final rebound in a game to go over his rebounds prop, boxing out his own teammates, and then what he did in the Minnesota game when he laid it in, went the length of the court down 9 with 8 seconds.
Yep.
Lays it in at the buzzer, like looking around, like, what are you doing? Oh, okay.
This is some non-sports betting news in the NBA, but I think it's pretty cool. The NBA Cup has been a thing for 4 years now, I believe. It's been out. The title game's been out here in Las Vegas every single year. This is pretty cool. They're going to change venues next year. December 11th, Hinkle Fieldhouse is going to host it.
Oh, all right.
It's a good job by the NBA.
All right. A+.
I like that, yeah.
Good job.
They should probably play like a Final Four at Hinkle sometime.
That is nice.
That would be fantastic as well.
Good move.
Yeah, I'm in.
Good move.
I'm in for it.
3-0, it's over. What is that number now
Call it.
against Paraguay?
Are they going to be bigger against Paraguay
Yes.
than they were today?
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
Really? I thought that was more of bad Germany. And the tough,
but I don't
tough VAR call. But
I don't think Sweden's very good.
let me know if you see a number, Luke.
They got absolutely
well,
manhandled by the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And I don't think
That was bad.
you can't put any stock into that win over Tunisia.
Yeah.
Or much stock whatsoever. And maybe it's possible that Paraguay just had a bad opening match against USA. Or USA is really good again.
They showed a lot of guts against Turkey. To beat them and shut them out, and you're a man down for a half.
Yeah.
That was impressive. But also, we're impressive. And if we can take those guys out 4-1, and they can beat Germany.
I wish the match tomorrow was live during our show.
Yep. Just, come on. Just win Monday night, Belgium, Senegal, Seattle. for the right to go to the Elite Eight. That's
Oh, yes.
awesome.
Yes.
That's great.
Give it to me. Don't go anywhere. Matt Humans and Will Hill, they're next on VSiN Primetime. Murray's at Wrigley Field tonight. How cool is that?
Yes.
The best in-game betting opportunities of the night. Doug Kazarian's going to join to discuss the latest LeBron drama. Tomorrow, start your morning. VSiN by the books right here at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Then a numbers game with Gil Alexander at 10 right here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. I hope everybody crushes it tonight.